finally moving on to the third round of the Midland Karting Championship. At this stage, I'm 10th in the championship overall on points. We've had 2 rounds. In my first round, I got a P10 in the finale and a P9 in the finale of round 2. So for this round, I'm hoping to beat another karter in a blue suit and white helmet, not the one who sat ahead of me currently, but another karter. He is tied on points to me at this stage in the championship, and beating him would definitely help me in the overall for championship position and points. The race day structure is a practice session of I think about 15 minutes, a 10-minute qualifier, 2 15-minute race heats. Now these heats give you points within the championship, not for the table though. These points are counted and decide your grid position for the finale. Then when you finish the finale, it works on the same point system as Formula 1, 25 first, 1 for 10th. Anything below that, you get no points. And you get an extra point if you do get the fastest lap. Now luckily for me, there is only 10 drivers here today, which means that no matter what, as long as I finish the race, there is points going on the table. I would like to finish ahead of the driver who I was talking about earlier, who is currently drawn on points to me with 3 points, because last round I beat him and the first round he beat me. I want to beat him again, get ahead of him, keep him behind me for as long as possible into the finale, overtake him if I have to, get faster lines than him, faster laps than him in the qualifier, because this means that he will stay behind me in the championship, which will obviously give me a better position. Finally now, getting out of the pit lane for our practice, we want to give ourselves a little bit of space from the driver ahead, just so we can find our own lines, and if they make a mistake it doesn't affect us. And this is only a practice, but we do want to get a fast time to see where we are compared to everybody else. And that corner there I did not see, so almost hitting the wall on the left, but as I come round the corner here you see that, I don't know if you can catch it on the camera, but someone else crashed, which causes a yellow flag. That corner was quite a difficult one, and I have had a few incidents there throughout the day, as you will see later on. We are finally once again green and going, but the driver ahead is still slowing down for some reason. Just go around the outside of him here. Remember, this is just a practice session, so positions don't matter. We're just going to try and get a lap in, learn the track, make sure we know what we're doing. Now this circuit is the reverse super circuit, so let's give you a rundown of it now. It's braking around the grid zones here and a left-hander. It's a hairpin left and a hairpin right here. Just have to be able to brake at the apex to not bog down. Continuing through, it's a slight right, left-hand heavy brake into a tight right-hand hairpin. Braking with the lines, brake on the right, and it's a left-hand hairpin. Continuing, it's a left-hander, it's fast, right-hander, braking on the tyres on the right, and then left. You're just kind of going left and right around the tyres there, and you're on the back straight. Avoid the tyres on the right, and it's a flat or a slight lift, left-hander, heavy brake, right-hand hairpin. Coming up to the top of the hill, it's a left-hand hairpin. Hit the wall net right there, oh Jesus. Then it's a flat, quick left-hander, flick into a right-hander, and you're back across the line. I'm going to go straight ahead and say this before I get too far into the video. I am one of the bottom 2 in this championship. You'll see at the race that I definitely start to fall back from everyone continuously all the time. Like, I am way off the pace, but I am on similar pace to my championship rival, I guess is the good word, which is the fella who crashed at the start and caused that yellow flag. Not much of note happening during the practice session, but we take the checker flag to end it, which turns into a yellow flag as we take our in-lap. Quick notice here, the zip on my suit decided to break at this point, so I'm wearing one of their sweaty old suits from the rental place, which is lovely. We go over qualifying. I'm just going to stay on the voiceover here because I am disappointed in myself for this one. We're on one of the straights in the middle. When it's that corner, I always forget exists, and I just hit this driver straight in the back, and I apologise to him straight away, and I just felt so terrible because he was grabbing his wrist like I'd hurt him, and I honestly I have no words. I felt so bad because I hit him like really fast as well because I didn't realise the corner was there. It's a silly excuse, but I forgot it was there. It's such a tight corner, and I just keep apologising. He gets set into the pits anyway because his engine cover's fallen off. Yeah. A couple laps later, the yellow flag is back, and I'm wondering why. Then I see the cart ahead of me is getting pushed into the pits, so I assume it's like broken down. I assume it's not working. I'm not sure. Maybe the engine's gone on it, but from what I've seen, it just doesn't want to go, so it's getting pushed back into the pits there. Continuing with our qualifying, just a few more laps, but the yellow flag is called out here because the driver who crashed at the start of our practice has crashed in the same place again. So we slow down to half pace and just roll around the track for a little while until the track goes green again. The yellow flags have stayed out for the rest of the session, and we take the checkered flag here, which then obviously it goes yellow for us to have our in lap into the pits before our race heat 1. Lucky old me here is qualified in last place because literally I'm the GOAT. So we're going to be starting from the back of our first race heat, where we're going to be hoping to make a few positions to get those points for our final grid position, where obviously we want to beat our championship rival. You can see I'm just warming up my tyres here, swerving left and right, because that's what you do. We line up just before one of the final corners here before the first race heat, so they can put us in our grid position. As I said earlier, I'm starting last because I didn't put in the best qualifying lap, but it's just waiting here now until that we get to line up. The red flags are only out here just so we know to stay where we are until we get to line up for our grid position. All lined up now. I'm going to stop the voiceovers in a minute so you can just hear and feel exactly as I did in this situation. Good off the start, we're coming down the inside of the two drivers ahead of us. He gets knocked in front of us to our left, one in the red suit. We switch to the inside, tap, I think that's Max there in front of me. This is my championship rival directly ahead of me now. It looks like we're going to try and make a move down the inside into the hairpin, and we do make it. He goes wide, a slight contact, he's still on our left, but we're going to keep it into here. He's braking harder than him as we're on the outside. We end up behind him now as we head through the few final corners before we get onto the back straight. I'm still right up behind him on the back straight, just gapped me a little bit. He's gapping me on the back straight, but I keep it flat through these left-handers. Left-hander into the right-hand hairpin, I close up that gap a little bit, and I do it again into the left-hand hairpin up here. He is very paranoid, keeps checking behind himself if I am there, but it looks like we're just going to be following him for a little bit until we can find the space to make the move. Head down on the back straight, we're close to him, and we build that gap smaller as we head through that really tight right-hand hairpin. Through the left-hander, we go for the switchback, and we make it. He sticks behind me through the corner complex before the back straight, and he stays behind me, doesn't attempt to move. Check behind me, he's definitely still there, and we are cleared onto the back straight. After defending from him lap after lap, I am more than happy to take the checkered flag to end race heat 1. Very happy with the result though. Lined up for race heat 2, we start in this one 9th, and the green flag goes. We are foot to the floor, making an overtake off the launch on the guy on our left, but because we go around the outside of the corner, we have to go a little bit slower. We fall behind him as to not get pushed into the barrier. It's a tight section of the track here, with heavy braking towards the hairpin, sticking it on his inside, but didn't go anywhere with that. Same again to that left-hand hairpin, but nothing comes about it as we head through the corner complex, about to end up on the straight. He is going to gap me out the exit and onto the straight and into the corner beyond it. A couple laps of racing have happened here. The yellow flag is out. That is because the barrier is on top of that person's cart, where underneath the yellow flag, he gets put into last position. And we spoke to him after the race, and I'll put a clip of that on here now.
He was sent up the inside from the good cart back, and he went in so hot, he pushed into the barrier, and literally I was getting angry. He went into it.
He was fighting someone, and he was hit, and the barrier just happened to end up on top of his cart. Seems quite unlucky to me, but the green flag flies, and we are back to racing. A few laps of racing have passed, the yellow flag comes out, the driver just ahead of us has crashed as well, meaning we earn another free position. Sadly, I didn't speak to this driver about his incident. I didn't understand what happened, nor did I see it, nor did the camera pick it up, but the green flag flies and we are back to racing again. Laps and laps have passed, but the driver who crashed and was underneath the barrier has just got past me. So we're up and we're battling him before the corner on the main straight, heading on the main straight, and he just gaps me and takes off. And that is the last we see of him, to be honest. The flag flies at the end of heat 2, and it is good that it's over. Turns into the yellow flag for our in lap. Happy with that. We got our P8 in the end of this heat because we beat one of the people who crashed, but we did get overtaken by one of the others. Quite an insane crash that happened earlier on with him being underneath the barrier, but I'm happy I got to speak to him after the race, and he did give me a little fist bump for saying well done, because he did fight me for a corner or two. We are lined up in 9th, and a good night for that for our final. The final race, our visor is down and we are ready. The flag flies and we are off. Trying to put it close to the person in the green suit, not as close as in the last heat, but we go from the outside to the inside and get hit into the barrier as there's people going in. That person in the blue suit sends it on the inside of the both of us, and they stay ahead. I'm battling the person in the green suit. I stay ahead of the person in the green suit, sticking it behind my championship rivals. He puts it in the wall around the hairpin, and I'm ahead of the both of the two in the blue suit and that green suit. Laps have passed. The person in the green suit is really caught up with me, and he comes down the inside here, and we're neck and neck through the tight section of the track. I fall back because he's further than halfway ahead of me. I tap his bumper on the back straight. He massively gaps me with a good exit, but I'm trying to keep it close to him. I come down here, I tap him, and I shove him a little bit sideways. That was too much contact than is necessary. I get tapped at the back by the guy in the blue suit, but that guy in the green suit does most definitely take off now, and I do not see much more of him. After a few laps, we haven't fallen that far behind him, but the person in the blue suit comes down the inside again, taps me massively, so I need to follow behind him now. He is faster than me on lap times, but he's not too good at defending, and he keeps making mistakes here, as we saw there, where he taps that inside barrier. So I'm trying to stay right next to him. I tapped the inside barrier as well. I did try to send it down the inside of a switchback, but nothing came of it, and we're following him through. I lose a bit of my traction there, meaning I get gapped onto the straight. That is a large gap, but I follow him on the back straight, keeping my head down for the aerodynamics, human DRS, tap the ball on the right, and I keep it steady through the hairpins. So does he, but he does go a little slow through that hairpin there. The gap is slowly getting smaller through the final corners, back past the start finish straight. Through turn 1, he is losing a little bit of speed bit by bit. Same with through turn 2, and we're back onto this middle straight through the centre section. We're into this tight hairpin. He taps the barriers again, meaning that gap massively shortens, and I try to keep it behind him, keep myself safe. After multiple laps of chasing him, he makes a big mistake on that inside barrier there that he keeps doing it on. We're really close. Down the inside, I make massive contact with him. We're neck and neck. I try and keep it next to him. He has to give me space, but he does make it ahead of me. Into the corner before the back straight, I'm behind him. On the back straight, that gap is smaller than it has been previously, but it does slightly increase. Heading into this high-speed left-hander, I keep it flat, he doesn't. I brake later than he does. I'm right on his rear bumper now. Coming down here, I tap him massively, a big collision there, but he is still off ahead of me. So nothing's changed in the order. therefore there shouldn't be that major a problem. The marshal's holding up the no bumping sign, probably aiming that towards me and my great overtaking skills, as I just keep it behind the fella in the blue suit. Now get ready, because this bit is insane and a lot happens fast. We're behind him as we head onto this straight, which is in the middle of the circuit-ish, but on the hairpin he makes a big mistake. I get right up on his bumper. I make a move down the inside with a little bit of collision there, but we're neck and neck. He turns left into me a little bit, almost pushed me into the barrier, but I get wheels on his rear. I get behind him with a late brake into the corner before the back straight, but he's back on my left again onto the back straight. I keep it flat, I'm not falling back for anyone. He falls back behind me. On this high-speed left-hander, he's back on my left. I brake down the inside of this right-speed hander. He's on my left now. He taps me and shoves me out the way. I'm very unhappy, as you can see. But he's up ahead of me now. Through the high-speed left-hander again. He is just ahead of me, keeping it close through turn 1. I tap the barrier on the inside. But through turn 2, I tap the inside of his car and shove him out of the way. After defending him for laps and laps, I take the checkered flag and I am more than truly happy about it. Turned into yellow for our in-lap, but you do not know how happy and angry I was from that. I'm angry the way he hit me on the back multiple times to get around me. Angry at the fact his dad was giving him hand signals on the side of the track. Angry at the fact that he was honestly not it wasn't good, but like he hit me out the way. But at the same time, I hit him out the way too. But happy because in the end, I did get the P9 I was hoping for, and I did beat him, which is what I wanted from the start. This means that I should be up in the championship, beating him by 1 single point, meaning I hopefully am 8th in the championship when the results come out. Because at this time, I don't know where the championship standings are, because they haven't released to us yet. For the finale, we line up on the grid, which means the red flag is technically thrown out and we stop. But coming up from behind me, the man, the myth, the legend, blue suit man, knocks me at full speed. And all he gets is a dirty look from the marshals. We sit on the grid and they turn our carts off. He just came and just like rammed me, but all at a stop. We're 3 rounds in, by the way. Like, you think at this point he knows we stop on the grid. 3 rounds in, he's at the back of the grid. He should know we stop here, but he just full speed in the back of me. That's like hurt my arm as well. Like, my arm's genuinely injured from that. But what are you gonna do? At least his dad afterwards was nice about it. Dad gave me a fist bump, said, "Yeah, well done, mate. You did well." But whatever. Yeah, it was a good race. It was a good day. A lot of racing. Very tight competition. Very close. Big incidents. We had the cart under the barrier. We had me knocking the guy in the yellow suit like straight into the barrier in qualifying. We had my suit just like not working. But other than that, it was really good. They had alcohol-free Prosecco on the podium, spread that at each other. That was a good watch. But wait until next month now for the next round. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.